Hello students, good morning to all of you. Today in this video we are going to learn chapter 7 from the first flight book. This chapter has got 3 parts. Number 1, A Baker From Goa by Ncert. Number 2, we have Kurd by Lokesh Abro. Number 3, we have Tea from Assam by Arup Kumar Datta. So in this video we will learn the first part, that is A Baker From Goa, and these two I'll explain in the next video. Since it is a prose, you have to look into your textbook because I'll be reading paragraph wise and I'll be explaining this lesson and I'll be telling you the word meanings also. So you'll find this chapter number 7, Glimpses of India. I have not mentioned here, but chapter 7, the main topic is Glimpses of India. The first part we have A Baker From Goa by the author or the writer Ncert. So now let us say this chapter. A Baker From Goa. This is a pen portrait of a traditional Goan village baker who still has an important place in his society. So this chapter is a pen portrait. Pen portrait means a brief description, a written brief description given by the writer about the Goan village. Especially about the baker. About the baker. And this baker who has still important place in the society. Now let us see the chapter. Our elders are often heard reminiscing nostalgically about those good old Portuguese days, the Portuguese and their famous loaves of bread. Those eaters of loaves might have vanished, but the makers are still there. So here the writer says that the elders those who are in Goa, the elders, they still remembering about the past. About the past means earlier Goa was under the Portuguese. So the Portugal, they ruled this Goa, and so the elders at present, they still remembering about the Portuguese days. They miss, they very much miss the Portuguese days and especially the loaves of bread during those days. The bread was very famous in Goa during the Portuguese days. So the elders, they remember about those days. Now here the writer says that the eaters of loaves, they might have vanished. Now the Portuguese, they are not there, they had vanished, which means they had come to their place, but still the eaters of loaves are still found, in Goa. We still have amongst us the mixers, the molders, and those who bake the loaves. So we still find the mixers, the one when we bake a cake or when we when we bake a bread. These are the procedures we do. We use mixers, and the molders, in order to bake the loaves. So this can be seen even at present. Those age-old, time-tested furnaces still exist. So the bakeries which were run during the Portuguese time, those bakeries are also still found in Goa, or still we can find in Goa. The fire in the furnaces has not been extinguished, which means the bakery and the bakers, the one who made the loaves, still are found in Goa. The thud and jingle of the traditional baker's bamboo, heralding his arrival in the morning, can still be heard in some places. Maybe the father is not alive, but the son still carries on the family profession. These bakers are even today known as batter in Goa. Batter is in Portuguese language, which means a baker. Keep it in your mind. Batter means a baker in Portuguese language. So whenever during those days, whenever the bakers. Okay, the bakers, when they come for selling, okay, when they come for selling the breads, they use a bamboo basket. Okay, they will carry a bamboo basket on their head, and they will be holding the basket on one of their hands, and the other hand they will be holding a bamboo, and they will be hitting the ground and making a kind of thud sound. That is, okay, they will make a sound so that the people will come to know that a baker has come. So now the writer says that maybe the father is not alive. Maybe the baker, okay, earlier during the time or during the Portuguese time, the father, okay, the baker, they might have died, okay, but now their sons are there, okay, who has taken up the profession. Is it clear? So they have taken up the profession, the family profession. Family profession means the father was a baker, and his son will be a baker, and the next, okay, coming up son will be a baker. Again the next, okay, the generation goes on like that. Okay. So maybe the father is not alive, but the son still carries on the family profession. So these bakers, they are even found in Goa, okay, at present, and they are known as pater. Pater is in Portuguese language, which means baker. During our childhood in Goa, the baker used to be our friend, companion, and guide. He used to come at least twice a day. Once when he set out in the morning on a selling ground, and then again when he returned after emptying his huge basket. The tinkling thud of his bamboo woke us up from sleep, and we ran to meet and greet him. Why was it so? Was it for the love of the loaf? Not at all. The loaves were brought by some Baskai or Bastine, the maidservant of the house. What we longed for were two great bangles, which we choose carefully. Sometimes it was sweet bread of special mac. Okay, so now here the writer, okay, the writer is expressing, or the writer is describing about his childhood memories, about his childhood days. Okay, so during their childhood days, or during his childhood days in Goa, the baker used to be a friend and a companion, and also a guide. And he says that this baker used to come twice a day, okay, twice a day. So once in the morning while they come for selling the bread, and another when they are returning for after emptying the huge basket, which means they used to sell the bread carrying by a basket. So one is in the morning, okay, they come in the morning to sell the bread, and the another, okay, second round, that is after selling or after emptying his huge basket while returning. Okay, so the jingling thud of his bamboo, okay, the bamboo which he holds on his hand, okay, or in his hand, okay, it produces a sound to let others know that the baker has come. So this writer says that during his childhood days, okay, he and his friends, they were awakened, okay, they were awakened by this very jingling sound, the jingling thud, okay, the noise that was produced by the bamboo. Okay, so what they will do is that, okay, they will wake up, okay, they will wake up and they will run and they will meet the baker. Okay, so the poet now here questions, was it for the love of bread? So he says, is it that, okay, they love the bread so much that, okay, immediately after hearing the jingling thud, okay, they run towards the baker? But now here he answers, no, it is not that they love the loaf or the bread, but they, okay, what they long for is that why they wake up, okay, why they woke up after hearing that sound is that the children, they love braid bangles. It is a braid, but the shape is of like a bangles. It is called as gangon, or it is called by the other name Konkani. Okay, in Konkani language, gangon. Okay, so the children, they like the braid bangles. Okay, braid bangles. So because of that only, the children, they woke up and they run towards the baker. And some Baskai or Bastine, This is a Portuguese language, okay? It means maid servant. So whenever the beggar comes, the maid servant, they receive the bread, okay? They receive the bread for their orders. And these children, they will also come running towards the beggar to get the bread bangles. The beggar made his musical entry on the scene with a chung-chung sound of a specially made bamboo staff. One hand supported the basket on his head and the other banged the bamboo on the ground. He would greet the lady of the house with good morning and then place his basket on the vertical bamboo. We kids would be pushed aside with a mild rebuke and the loaves would be delivered to the servant. But we would not give up. We would climb a bench or the parapet and peep into the basket. Somehow I can still recall the typical fragrance of those loaves. So here, the baker, okay, whenever he enters or whenever he comes, he enters with a chung-chung sound of his specially made of bamboo staff. Here, bamboo staff means the bamboo stick, okay. So whenever he comes, he makes a musical, he produces a musical sound with his bamboo. One hand supporting the basket and the other hand, okay, banging the bamboo on the ground and producing that chung-chung sound. And this baker, whenever he comes, he would greet the lady of the house with good morning. He would say good morning, okay. And the kids, we means, okay, it is the writer also, including the writer, okay. The writer says that he and his friends, okay, and the other children, they will push aside, okay, and they will come, okay, and they will come rushing towards the beggar. And now the elders, what they will do, they will rebuke the children. Why? Because the elders, they want to, especially the maid servant, they want to receive the bread, okay, from the baker. But the children, they come running and they are disturbing, okay, and they are disturbing, so they will be rebuking the children and chasing them away. Rebuking means scolding the children, okay. They will tell the children to go away. But now here the writer says that, okay, though they were rebuked by the elders and by the maid servant, they did not give up, okay. They were not discouraged. They did not give up. What they did was that they will climb a bench or a parapet. Parapet means a low protective wall. Okay, not so high, okay, just a short wall. They will climb on the wall, or else they will climb, okay, they will stand on a bench, okay, climb on a bench in order to look inside the basket, okay, to see the bread bangles, okay. So they never give up. They always try to do that because they liked the bread bangles so much that they would climb up a bench or a parapet, that is a low protective wall, in order to peep, in order to see, in order to look into the basket, okay. So somehow I can still recall the typical fragrance of those loaves. So here the writer says that, okay, still he can recall, okay, he can recall the sweet smell of the loaves. He might have experienced, suppose like when you go to a bakery, okay, when the bread is baked, okay, and at that time, okay, it gives out a very scent, okay, it gives out a fragrance, a typical fragrance of that loaves, okay. It is very, the bread seems to be very tasty, okay, and it's so tempting after getting the smell of that, the fragrance of that bread, okay. So loaves for the elders and the bangles for the children. So loaves, especially the elders, they used to buy, and for the small children, like the writer, they love the bread bangles. Then we did not even care to brush our teeth or wash our mouths properly. And why should we? Who would take the trouble of plucking the mango leaf for the toothbrush? And why was it necessary at all? The tiger never brushed his teeth. Hot tea could wash and clean up everything so nicely after all. So this is what the writer says. This is a justification. The writer gives a justification, okay, a justification here. Now here, the writer says that They didn't even care to brush their teeth or wash their mouth. Immediately, okay, early in the morning when they hear the chung chung sound, okay, produced by the packer, they will wake up without brushing teeth. They will rush to the packer, especially for the bread bangles, okay, bread bangles. So they didn't even care to wash their mouth or brush their teeth. And he says that why should we? Okay, they never cared for that. Okay, and why should they do? Because okay, now here the writer says, who would take the trouble of plucking the mango leaf? You might have heard, or you might have heard from someone. Okay, during those days, very long years back, okay, they didn't use like the way we use toothbrush, okay, toothpaste of different types. Okay, but during those days they don't have these toothbrushes or they don't have toothpaste. So what they especially use was, okay, they use the stem, okay, they use the stem of different trees, like here mango leaf, okay, they use bubble trees, a bubble stem, okay, the bubble tree, and also like bubble, again here it's written mango leaf, okay, so different types, okay, different types of leaf, okay, different types of stems were used for brushing their teeth. So who would want to do that when the baker comes for selling the bread bangles? So, and the writer says that it is not necessary, okay, and he gives a justification saying that even the tiger, they never brush their teeth or brush his teeth. So he says that hot tea is enough, okay, hot tea is enough. Early in the morning, just wake up, take a hot tea, and it will wash and it will clean up everything nicely. So he didn't even dare to brush his teeth, okay, he and even the other children. So marriage gifts are meaningless without the sweet bread known as the bowl, just as a party or a feast loses its charm without bread. Not enough can be said to show how important a baker can be for a village. The lady of the house must prepare sandwiches on the occasion of her daughter's engagement. Cakes and bolinas are a must for Christmas as well as other festivals. Thus, the presence of the baker's furnace in the village is absolutely essential. So in this paragraph, okay, in this paragraph, page number 87, you will see the writer describes about the importance of bread. Okay, how bread was important during those days. Okay, during those days. So marriage gifts. During the marriages, the marriage gifts are meaningless without the sweet bread, which means this bread was used in the used as a marriage gift. And this special kind of bread that is used as a marriage gift is called as bowl. Okay, as a bowl. And also in a party or a feast, okay, they use this bread. When they don't use this bread, okay, the party and the feast seems to be meaningless. So bread has a vital role, okay, vital role in all these marriage, okay, marriage parties, okay, as a gift, and also in the feast, okay, in the feast or in the party, the bread is used. So it was very important. Okay, so the lady of the house, okay, what they will do in their daughter's engagement, the lady of the house will prepare sandwiches, which is also made of bread, right? So we'll make sandwiches, and it is on that occasion, okay, especially the mother, okay, they used to prepare sandwiches, and they will prepare cakes and also bolinhas. Bolinhas means a coconut cookies. Okay, bolinhas is also a word, okay, in Portuguese language. Okay, so bolinhas means coconut cookies. Okay, so these cakes and bolinas were made on Christmas Eve and also other festivals. So the presence of the bakery, okay, the presence of the bakery in the village is absolutely essential, and it is still found at present also. Though the Portuguese are not there, the Portuguese, they have left, they have vanished, okay, but still this bakery, okay, the bakery and the bread can be found, okay, in the Goa at this very time. The baker or bread seller of those days had a peculiar trace known as the kapai. It was a single-piece long frock reaching down to the knees. In our childhood, we saw beggars wearing a shirt and trousers, which were shorter than full-length ones and longer than half pants. Even today, anyone who wears a half pant which reaches just below the knees invites the comment that he is dressed like a beggar. Beggar, we had already come across. Beggar means a baker, okay, a baker. So the baker or the bread seller, they used to wear a special kind of dress which is known as cabai. Okay, cabai, it is in a Portuguese language. Okay, the name of the dress that is worn by the bakers, okay, during those days, it is known as a cabai. And this cabai is a single piece long frock. You know what is a frock, right? So that dress is a single piece, just a single piece long frock reaching till up to the knees, okay, up to the knees. And now the writer says in his childhood or in their childhood, the beggars, okay, the beggars wore a shirt and trousers. Trousers means the long pants, okay. They wore shirt and trousers, and the trousers were shorter than full length ones and longer than half pants, which means just below the knee, okay, just below the knee. So those kind of dresses were worn by the beggars, okay, during his childhood days, and he had found them wearing the dress, okay, like shirt and the band, okay, the bands, okay, which are just below the knees. So even today, anyone, a person who is found wearing a half pant which reaches just below the knees, okay, they are called or they are given a comment by the people saying that they are dressed like a beggar, because the beggar during those days they used to wear the trousers just below their knee. So even at present, the people who are wearing pants, okay, just below their knee, the people gives a command, okay, to them saying that he is dressed like a beggar. Beggar means a beggar, okay. So the beggar usually collected his bills at the end of the month. Monthly accounts used to be recorded on some wall in pencil. Begging was indeed a profitable profession in the old days. The baker and his family never starved. He, his family, and his servants always looked happy and prosperous. Their blunt physique was an open testimony to this. Even today, any person with a jackfruit-like physical appearance is easily compared to a baker. Now here, what is meant by blunt physique? Blunt physique means pleasantly fat body, a very healthy body. Okay. Open testimony means public statement about a character or a quality. So the writer talks about, okay, the baker during those days, how they collected their bills. The baker, they usually collected the bills at the end of the month. Okay. Now at present we can even see even the milkman. Yes, we used to take milk. Okay, every day we don't pay to them, but monthly wise, okay, they used to come and collect the bills. Okay, likewise even the electric bills. Okay, like so the bakers also, they collected their bills at the end of the month, and monthly accounts used to be recorded on some walls. Okay, in their houses on the walls. Okay, by a pencil. So baking was baking was indeed a profitable profession in the olden days. It was very profitable. Okay, and the bread was very famous. Without bread, okay, they cannot have the marriage party, the feast, okay, any occasion like engagement, okay, like Christmas, okay, this loaves or the bread were used, okay, in such a way, okay, that okay, the bread became very famous. So this baking, okay, baking was indeed a profitable profession in the olden days. The baker and his family never starved. So obviously, okay, they are the bakers. The bakers, they will be enough of breads, okay, enough of breads in their bakeries. So why should their family starve, right? So the family, okay, his family, the baker and his family, they never starved. He and his family and his servants, they always look happy and prosperous. Okay, prosperous. They are rich. Okay, they are rich, they are healthy because they never stop. They have sufficient food. They have sufficient, okay, to manage or to maintain, okay, maintain the or manage the family. Okay, so their life is so prosperous and they live a very happy life. And physically, okay, they are very healthy. Okay, and by seeing at them, okay, one can understand that yes, they are living a very prosperous and happy life. So the physical appearance seems to be a open testimony. Open testimony means a public statement about a character or quality. So whoever looks at them, okay, the people, they can understand that yes, this family, they are living a very happy life, a very contented life, okay, a very healthy life, a life which is prosperous. Okay, so this is what the people say about the Baker and his family. So even today, okay, the writer says, even today, any person like, okay, with a person with a jackfruit. Do you know what is jackfruit? Yes. So the jackfruit, okay, has a plump physique, very, okay, big, fat, okay, very big in size and short, okay. So even at present or even today, any person with a jackfruit-like physical appearance, a person who is, okay, healthy, who is very fat, strong and short, okay, and short, they are compared, okay, to as a baker. Okay, they are compared to a baker because earlier the bakers, okay, because they had such a physical, physique. They had a physique like that. Okay, fit, healthy, strong, short. Okay, so even today, any person with a jackfruit like physical appearance is compared to a baker or a batter. Okay, so this is the explanation of the first part, A Baker from Goa by Luciu Rodriguez. So we have got again another two parts. So the two parts, okay, one after the other, I'll be explaining that in the next video. Okay, so thank you so much, students, okay, for watching this video.